Hey folks, Juan Restrepo here, President of the Florida Real Estate Investors Association, bringing you another edition of The Fan, the FLREIA Action News. And let's see what the headlines are for this week. Headlines here are: Unemployed Homeowner Program falls short of goals, shadow inventories shrinking, will Florida go to a non-judicial foreclosure, high-paying jobs coming to South Florida, and the Miami Dolphins. Okay, and first up this week, dsnews.com. Unemployed Homeowners Program falls short of goals. This is the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, the EHLP. That's the acronym. Scrambled up, it spells help if you unscramble it. Anyway, they're just a couple days away from its deadline. HUD says it does not expect it to meet the program's original goal of helping 30,000 homeowners, even after 2 deadline extensions. The main problem has been a large majority of rejections are because applicants do not meet the statutory requirements and time limits of the program. And that was 75% of the rejections fell under that category. So that's huge. The program was designed to provide a bridge loan to unemployed or underemployed homeowners who face a temporary hardship and struggle to pay their mortgage payments in the interim. The narrow eligibility requirements has made it difficult to help many folks, and much of the $1 billion appropriated by the Dodd-Frank Act will go unused. It doesn't seem like they're going to get another extension. So another government program bites the dust. Go figure. All right, shadow inventories are shrinking. You know, we've always been talking about this shadow inventory looming overhead. Well, it seems that they've been shrinking somewhat, and let's see why. This is according to CoreLogic. The shadow inventory at the end of July stood at 1.6 million, dropping from 1.7 million in April and 1.9 million in July of 2010. So this means about 300,000 have moved in a year. The moderate decline in shadow inventory is being driven by a pace of new delinquencies that is slower than the disposition pace of distressed assets, which means that there's been a slower pace of foreclosures coming online as opposed to the amount of distressed sales that are happening. So they're saying that the more distressed sales are picking up. So good news for you investors who are looking to pick up some bargains and some deals. So this is what's going on in the market today. The level of shadow inventory has dropped 22% from its peak of $2 million in January of 2010. Now, the mortgage debt of this inventory, at the current inventory, stands at $336 billion. I think as of last year, it was at 417. So we're seeing some progress. All right, CoreLogic states that although the decrease is a good sign, the sluggish labor market, continued price declines, high levels of negative equity will keep the inventory elevated for an extended period of time. And they did not dare say what that extended period of time was. Again, we believe that's going to go probably to 2015, personal opinion. All right, from sunsentinel.com, will Florida go to a non-judicial foreclosure? All right, that's the debate going on right now. The governor is possibly going to be getting a bill coming to him that will push us to go from judicial to non-judicial. Now, here are some of the arguments about going both ways. Now, I want you to think about this. The average Florida foreclosure is 676 days. All right, that's the third longest in the country. Now, because of this, Moody's predicts the South Florida homes won't hit bottom until late 2012 or early 2013. Now, going back to the arguments, they both have merit. Let's take a look at them. Now, going with a non-judicial foreclosure, they believe, the experts believe that speedier foreclosures will lead to a swifter rebound in the housing market and more rapid rebound of the economy. Now, this is based on other states that are non-judicial. Their foreclosure process is a lot swifter. Okay, it's believed that as the property remains in foreclosure, owners neglect property upkeep and maintenance, killing values in the areas. So this is another argument for going to judicial and trying to speed up the process. Now, here's an interesting study about sticking with the judicial. This is a study from University of California, Haas School of Business. It claims that to be this is the only so far study on this, examining the economies in the states that have non-judicial foreclosures compared to those with judicial foreclosures. It found that non-judicial states had larger price drops in housing, less residential investment in properties, and fewer car sales, a measure of economic health. So go figure. So if you're in a state that has a judicial foreclosure, then obviously the opposite should be true. So, but again, the overriding concern about faster foreclosures is that it will force more families into homelessness a lot quicker. And another economic argument is that it will dump more distressed homes on the market, crashing home prices. Now, again, this has been a push by the Florida Bankers Association. They want to try to clean this stuff up. I believe a decision like this should not be made just yet. Okay, we've seen too much happening in the market. In my opinion, we've seen a lot of negative stuff coming out of the banks that they're doing illegal, trying to push foreclosures through. So, understandably so, they want to get this off the books. But then again, there's such a mess in the paperwork that nobody knows who is the true owner, and so to push through these foreclosures without proper ownership would be hurt the market even more later on, especially when it comes to title. So I think this is something Governor Chris should probably just leave alone at the moment, and again try to find another solution to get these off the market as quickly as possible with the Bankers Association's help. Again, they're a big cause of a lot of this. Not the main cause, but a big cause. So they should help find a solution to this. All right, some good news here. CBS12.com. High-paying jobs coming to South Florida. That's right. Again, we're always looking for jobs, and seeing what's going on. Well, here are a couple companies here in Palm Beach County. Parametric Solutions of Jupiter. They design and test aircraft engines. They're looking to double the number of employees. They hired 30 people in the past 6 months and just got a grant to hire an additional 50. So that's good for them up there. And then down in Boca, Client First Settlement Funding. They buy and sell structured settlements and lottery payments. They're planning to add 90 new jobs over the next 3 years. Again, these are high-paying jobs, so you get the service factor involved in it. For every job that this creates, about 3 to 4 other jobs are created just to service these people. So that's good news. That's what we got here, 50, 90, 140 new jobs. Hey, that's good. That's just 2 companies. All right, so again, as business people start taking these risks and start going out there, they're getting helped. And the thing about these guys is that they were helped by grants from the state. The Palm Beach Development Board helped them put together a grant and got it. And so they had to agree to, hey, we're going to stick around here in Florida for a little while and sign some leases, long-term leases. So all that, provides some stimulus to the economy, which is what we need. Jobs. So kudos to them. All right, Miami Dolphins update. 0-3. Not a good start, man. I tell you, that was a heart-wrenching game. Again, you always like exciting games. The drama is great. But, man, to lose it, that's silly. It was terrible. You got to wonder, is Sperano going to make it to Week 5? We've got Game 4 coming up next week with the San Diego Chargers. And then after that, we're on a bye week. Will he make it past that? So we'll see how he performs out there in Week 4. Tough. All right. Let's see what's going on at the FLREIA. Don't forget our new website. It's at FLREIAElite.com. So check that out. Our Real Estate Opportunities webinar every Tuesday at 12:45 with Sharon. Be sure to check out those deals. We're flying off the shelves, so make sure you get in on those early. And then our Elite conference call is on the morning of the 4th. That's Tuesday, October 4th. And then we have Wednesday night with Marshall Ulrich and Frank McKinney, a fantastic duo that's going to be a great topic to hear about success and how these guys endured such great challenges to overcome. And so things that we need to be absorbing and helping us in our businesses. So definitely highly suggest you coming out there. It is free. They are taking donations, so bring your checkbook. All right, and then the Don Juan Ocean Club, we're going on a catching trip. That's right, on October 8th. So be sure, we are going to close the registration here really soon because we have to finalize everything. So make sure you are registered for that. And then on October 17th, we have our Elite Breakfast at Monday morning on the 17th. So be sure that's an early morning meeting at 7:30 a.m. And then on the 20th, it's our God's Property at 7:30 in the morning as well. And then our business meeting, we're having a success panel. We got some real estate investors that have suffered some setbacks but have overcome them and are succeeding now in this economy. So want to pick up on what they're doing. What's their tricks? How did they get back up? And then our Don Juan Dolphin Club will be going to the Dolphin game against Denver on the 23rd. So we're trying to put a big group together. So if you want to register, we'll put it together and pick up the goodies and do a tailgate party out there. So want to get your input, so definitely want to see you guys come on out and join us on that day. All right, that's the news. That is the news for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you at any one of our upcoming events. Don't forget to follow us on our social media at Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.com/FloridaREIA. All right, that's it. And this is Juan Show signing off. God bless.
The kingdom of God is within me. I carry it wherever I go. Got me some joy, joy.